All right, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. Number one, before you even start, I'm not a content creator. I just throw my little clips up on YouTube, and I've been doing that since like 2007. And I saw this video by Ryan Moody, right? This fucking guy, Bordeaux. Bordeaux. I was like, who the fuck is Bordeaux? So I looked him up. It says that he's 22 years old. That would explain why he has the stance on the game that he has. When the fucking game came online, he was one, if that's true. Number two, he's trying to say, oh, Ryan Moody is nitpicking. This game, he doesn't even know the history of the game, right? He doesn't know. He doesn't know all the shit that we had to go through with all the glitches and all that stuff when Clint Oldenburg was over there on the team. He doesn't know any fucking thing. On the PS3, OG people like me, Jelly, Cool Hand Loot, Ice Morbid, hell, even Midnight. Midnight knows how to play the game. He doesn't know any of that. Didn't have to go through any of that Superman had back walk shit. The freeze glitch that's still in the game on the PS3. Once they lost the lawsuit, for college football lawsuit, then they sent all their guys over there to Madden, and Oldenburg, that's when he jumped over there on Madden. So for you to be saying people are nitpicking because they pointing out obvious flaws in the game shows that you don't know shit. That's the first problem. The second problem is said you're from Kentucky. That's number two. Number three, it says that you like do dynasty shit. You don't even really play against people head to head. That right there tells you, along with your willingness to just fucking obviously turn a blind eye to what's really happening in the game. Even though Ryan Moody shows the shit that's fucked up in the game, it's right there on the screen. You still came out and made a video talking about him, and you went on his comments saying that he's nitpicking. Well, goddamn, it's been nitpicking since this game came online. You don't know shit. When Madden came online in 2003, I was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I was so excited. Now I get to play against people other than other sergeants and soldiers in my unit. I get on there, and the first freaking game, the guy froze the game. They had a freeze glitch in the game. You don't know that because you was like a damn kid. And then you come on here about a decade or so later, and you're supposed to be a fucking expert. And then you're supposed to critique other people that have been doing it way longer than you. You don't know shit. You never had to live through all that freeze glitching. That's why I was recording my damn matches and putting it on YouTube, because those dudes were freezing the game. Then they come back in the lobby and try to say I was doing it. No. I had to wait 6 days for this guy to go ahead and quit out, turn off his PlayStation, because that's the only way that game was going to unlock. You don't know that because you don't know shit. You never had to live through that, right? Because you was in diapers. So I saw this video by Ryan Moody, and you're like, he's nitpicking the game instead of just enjoying it. How the fuck can you enjoy something that doesn't even play as intended? I don't know how many times we done heard the improved AI blocking shit, right? I mean, how many years in a row have they preached that? I ain't see that in any of your videos where you said, oh, look, the game's coming out. They got this improved AI blocking. And then when you get on the game, and then the guys are just standing there and shit, don't know who to block. Let the guys come straight in. I've never seen you turn around and say, hey, hey, y'all need to fix this. You know why? Because you got knee pads. That's why they picked you, because you're willing to just try to ignore the shit that's wrong with the game. Then you try to criticize other people that want a good product. They've been making this shit over 30 years. I'm mad, not for sure. And it's still broken. Imagine somebody making something for 30 years and the shit's not a polished product. Think about that. Over 30 years, and the shit's broken every single year. Every time they start, getting ready for the next game, they come up with the same lines and shit. Oh, improve this, improve that. And then when the game come out, that's why they stopped doing open beta. That's why they started giving you guys them fucking codes. And then you play and then record, and then you only post the shit where nothing happened. That's what you do. All right. And I'm looking at the comment. So you saying all that. They got average almost 500 hours. People getting value for their money. No, they're not getting value for their money. How the fuck you gonna say that? Everybody was hyped for this game, including me, because it hadn't been out in over 10 years. That's why you had 500 hours. That's the reason why. But then you saw the problem that the game had. But people are still going to play it because they don't have anything else left to play, dumbass. It was amazing to see you come on a video or post on this shit right here on Ryan Moody's video. And the next guy was the at Box Combo 24. He said, we want a game that follows realistic gameplay that we see on TV, not showcase of things that don't make sense. He's pointing out the shortcomings, which he is. I don't even know Ryan Moody, but he is, And the guy said, EA payroll has y'all scared to mention the downside or unrealistic aspects of the game. That would be you, Bordeaux. You're one of the dumbasses that are just willing to ignore the problems in the game and then just, you're the problem. You're the hater because you're posting shit showing exactly what you're talking about in your video, but you're the hater. You're a dumbass, dude. You're a dumbass. People just want the game to work as intended. They want the game to work as they fucking advertised it. That's what they want. They don't want you out here who don't even really play head to head. You don't know shit. That's what you don't know. And why they put your face up there, I have no fucking clue why they put your face up there on the gameplay. I have no clue. But I'm going to show you something, and I want you don't have to, but other people can see it. And this is what Ryan Moody does every single time. And then every single time y'all guys are like, well, I know you're, yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. It happens in your clip, but you're a hater. A bunch of fucking morons, man. I'm getting ready to show you something. Let me end this voice recording. This gameplay from yesterday in Ultimate Team. I want you to keep your eye on that center, that right guard number 79, and the running back during this play. The guy D tackle I got is Lawrence Taylor. All right, he snaps the ball. I bail back to the 15-yard line and I stop. Now notice the direction and the stance of the right guard and the running back. It's like the damn same direction, same stance, right? Now I click off of Lawrence Taylor. Look at him screaming. I'm clicking on and I'm clicking off. Look at the center. The dude's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. The right guard, he turns in when he could have just came up and picked him up. The running back still standing there in his same stance. And you can see what's about to happen.
On 4th down.
Okay, Bordeaux, here's your fucking 500 average hours played on this game. This is what they're getting, the value that they're getting, because I bought the game too for our money, right? You said they're getting value. The fucking center, he didn't even make a move. He watching the guys upfield. And the right guard and the running back didn't even make a move until Lawrence Taylor was 2 yards away from the quarterback. So I'm asking, bro, do you think that this is value for people's money? And that was me doing that. You saw him screaming in, I clicked off and I started clicking on and clicking off, clicking on and clicking off all the way to the quarterback. And those same guys, the guard he didn't make a move. He turned, but he didn't come up to meet him and block him. The running back was like, oh shit, somebody's back here. This is the type of stuff that Ryan Moody tries to point out, and you call him a hater. I don't know the guy. I'm not a content creator, but I know you, and you're dumb as fuck if you're sit there and willing to ignore stuff like this just because EA paying you. You know what I'm saying? It's like video game prostitution, I get what you call it. You know? Now, I'm subscribed to Rayweather, right? I only watch certain videos, like the type of stuff where the patches that they do in the game, informative type stuff. You know, and he's one of the EA guys. But if you watch and listen to Rayweather, he will say, yeah, I recognize that this is messed up in the game and they need to fix it. See, if all of y'all fucking dudes would do that, then it would show that you're objective. You said Ryan Moody wasn't objective because he keep pointing out the obvious about the shit fucked up in the game, and you are not objective because you won't even mention the shit that's fucked up in the game. But see, you don't know because most of the time you over there playing against the computer or playing Dynasty and Sim and shit. Like I said before, you don't know shit. You was in diapers, you don't even know anything about Bill Walsh football. I'm down at Fort Hood, Texas, and we used to play that all weekend. All a 4-day weekend, holidays, that's all we did. And see, you don't know any of that. You have to Google that shit. You don't know anything. The only thing you know is you was doing a video about Dynasty and shit on TikTok, and then you rose up. But obviously, you don't know jack shit about the history of this game. That's why you're ignorant. You don't know the history and all the bullshit that I'm talking about all the grown folks, had to go through on this game. You don't know that. So you're just willing to try to call other people out, and you're going to call Ryan Moody nitpicking because every time he show a video, it's something that's true and is right there on the screen, just like I just showed you. And you think this is nitpicking? Look at that fucking guard, that running back, and the center didn't even move. So you tell me if this is nitpicking. Ryan Moody is nice, right? He's a content creator, so he got rules that he got to go by. I'm not a content creator. I'm a grown man, and I'm telling you, you're one of the dumbass people on here, and you dumb as fuck when it comes to the knowledge of the game. I heard you say in your video, "Oh, I've been messing with the game since I was 6 years old." You didn't even know your alphabet at 6 years old. The fuck you talking about? I was doing this when I was 6 years old. You wasn't doing shit. Most of y'all young dudes, that's why every time somebody point out something that's been broken in the game for a while, you're all like, no, no, this is new. It's not new. A lot of this shit has been redigested. They bringing out old stuff, and that's true. I should know because I've been playing this. I was playing college football when it was Bill Walsh college football. Then it became NCAA football. I know that because I was playing it in the barracks, Fort Hood, Texas, playing Madden 92 on the Super Nintendo while we were down deployed to Honduras. So you don't know shit. You're 22 years old and you're out here trying to call out people that's been on this game way longer than you. That's all I got to say about it. I'm not a content creator, but I can, confidently say you're a piece of shit. At least Rayweather, is objective in the way that he present his stuff instead of just saying, "Oh, everything's gravy." You're a sorry piece of shit. All right, everybody. It's your boy Dark Boy signing out.